Kirtitavyascha,
Srotavyascha,
Smartavyaschittata bhayam,
Now, for this reason, Bharata, descendant of Bharata, Sarvatma, the super soul, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Ishvaraha, the controller, Hari, the Lord who vanquishes all miseries, Shrotavyaha is to be heard, Kirtitavyaha to be glorified, Cha also, Smartavyaha to be remembered, Cha and Ichchata of one who desires, Abhayam freedom. Translation. O descendant of King Bharata, one who desires to be free from all miseries must hear, glorify, and also remember the personality of Godhead, who is the super soul, the controller, and the savior from all miseries.
Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvara Hari Srotavya Kirtitavasya Smartavasya Ishvara Ishvara Avaya. So, Sukadeva Goswami is giving instruction to Maharaj Parikshit what is to be done at the point of death. We have already discussed this point, that we must know the responsibility of our next life. Just like a child is given education for the next life, to become youthful, to get into higher education, admission, then a youth is given higher education for better life in future. That is natural. Everyone is expecting future prospect. Similarly, we, every one of us, we are changing our body exactly the same way as a child is changing his body to boyhood, the boy is changing his body to youthhood, the youth is changing his body to old body. Similarly, after old age, there is next stage is death. So after death, what is the proposal? That we do not. And practically, we are experiencing that although I am changing body, I was a child, I was a boy, I was a young man, now old man. So there was past and future in every stage. Similarly, in this stage, as I am remembering my past life, I can remember, you can remember, I was a child, I was a boy, I was a young man, I was doing like this. Everything I remember. Even if I forget, I have my past life, and again I expect my future life. Past, present and future. Why the future should be zero? We have experienced so long, both past, present and future. Why in this old age I shall be futureless? Why? There is no life after death. That is the foolishness. That we are not preparing. Those who are not preparing, they are engaged in various topics. Chotugdani Sarajinda Ninam Santi Sahasrasa Apashyatanatmatattam Grihishu Griyamedina. They have created a life of material enjoyment, and therefore they have many things to hear. Chotugdani, so many newspapers, magazines, books, fictions, simply for wasting time. There is no discussion in those literatures about future life. None of these literature. Take any literature of the modern world. There is no discussion about the future life. But the future life is there. You cannot deny it. The future life is there, but there is no discussion. Therefore, these rascals have been described as apasyatanatmatattam. These rascals, they do not see what is the future. They do not believe in future. Big professors, big politicians, they do not believe that there is life after death. And why there is no life after death? We are experiencing that life after life. It's like this child's activities at the present moment will not be the same when she will get another body as young woman. That will be different activity. So according to our change of body, we have got different engagements. A child talks about foolish things, nobody cares for it. But the same child, when he gets another body, if he talks foolish, then he will be called, you are so fool, you are talking like this. Because the body has changed. The body is changing, that's a fact. But apasyatanatmatattam, one who does not know that the spirit soul is eternal and changing body, they are blind, apasyatanatmatattam. They simply engrossed in this bodily concept of life. Compact, encased in this body, encased in society, encased in nationalism, encased in religion, encased in ideas, philosophy. But there is no question of discussing about the soul. Apasyatanatmatattam. So for them, these foolish persons, those who are not seeing the actual position, constitutional position of the soul and the future of the soul, for that there are many topics unlimited. Sotubdan, Sotubud, Sahasra, hundreds and thousands, Niram Santi Sahasra, Apasyatanatmatattam. This sloka is written. What is the subject matter of discussion? The subject matter is that nidrahyate nattam bhavayana chadavaya. At night they sleep or indulge in sex life, and in daytime divachate harajan kutumma bharamena. And the daytime is wasted. Where is money? Where is money? And if he gets money, how to purchase this thing for that boy, how to purchase for my wife or my brother. Kutumma bharamena. Purchases where is milk, where is rice, where is... In this way, we are wasting time. Although this human form of life is meant for Brahma realization, athata Brahma jigyasa, they have forgotten that. They have forgotten that. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami is reminding that at the end of life, at the time of death, one must give, but not only at the end of life, one must practice from the beginning of life. Just as Prahlad Maharaj said, this prescription given by Sukadeva Goswami तस्मात् भारत सर्वात्मा भगवान ईश्वरो हरि श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च स्मर्तव्यश्च इच्छता अभयम. This is Bhagwatam. This is Bhagwatam. Everything in relationship with the Supreme Personality of God. Dharma means Bhagwatam. Otherwise that is not Dharma. Dharma to Bhav. Sakshat Bhagavatam. Dharma means to understand God, our relationship with God, and how to work in that relationship. That is Dharma. Sambandha Prayojan, Sambandha Abhidaya Prem. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prescribes this. The whole Vedic civilization is based on this. But you must know what is your relationship with God. It doesn't matter whether you are Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or Buddhist. A civilized man must have some religious process. That is all about the world. Now we are giving up. We are giving up. Everyone is giving up. Therefore, Varnena Hina Pasuvi Sama. Varnena Hina Pasuvi, when we give up the religious principle means to arrive by the law of God. That is it. But we do not know what is God and what is His order. We forget it. So, at the present moment, Dharmena Hina Pasudhi Samana, it is a civilization of cats and dogs, not human beings, because they are given up Dharma. But the Shastra says that this real life is meant for understanding God, nothing else. Other things are already arranged. You are harassed by the problems of eating, sleeping, mating. But there is no such question. Eating arrangement is there. Even the birds and bees, they are confident. They are no office going. They are not lawyers, engineers, politicians to earn their bread. But the bread is ready for them. Even for the bees, birds. So they are confident. So this is the problem. Real problem is to understand God. And what will the benefit for understanding God? Then the problem of your birth, death, old age and disease will be solved. That is the real problem. We are undergoing repetition of birth, death, old age and disease. These problems can be solved simply by understanding what is God. This is the solution. That is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita. Janma karma me digbam jo janati tattva. Karta deham punarjanma vaiti. Karta deham punarjanma vaiti. This is the solution. Janma karma me digbam. Krishna says, God says, that if you try to understand me, what is my position, why I descend, what is my activity, what is that is described here. Sort of you have to understand. How you understand? By hearing. God has given you the ear. If you simply hear, there is no question of education. It is not that one who is not educated will not understand what is God. He will understand. Because his ear is there. Srila Kirtanam Vishnu of Lord, this is Supreme Personality of Godhead. You hear. Therefore you are opening so many branches, just to give people the chance of hearing. And as soon as you perfectly hear, the next position will be to glorify. Just like this European American boy. First of all they heard. Now they are preaching. Srila Kirtanam. Because they have perfectly heard, therefore they are very enthusiastic, they are going all over the world, they are preaching. So Srotadya Kirtanam. If one has actually heard, know about God, then next stage will be he will be very much enthusiastic to speak to us. That is preaching. Sotavya kirtitavasya smartavya. Smartavya means remembering. Unless you remember what is God, what is His form, what is His quality, what is His pastime, what is our activities, what are His interests, everything about God. If you hear, just like if you hear Bhagavad Gita, you understand everything. What is God? And that is our only duty. I am seeing in this Delhi, near Juma Street, the small boys and boys, they are reading Quran. That's very good. From childhood, they should learn about God. And that is the recommendation in Bhagwatam. Prahlad Maharaj said, that Kumara Asane Prabha, Garvala Bhagavata. Kumar, on the beginning of life, children should be engaged. Therefore, we have opened the Gurukul, Dallas. Small children, 4 years, 5 years old, they are hearing about Krishna, about God, they are chanting about Krishna, they are rising early in the morning, attending Mangalarati. Anyone goes there, even the education superintendent came to visit our temple. He was astonished how these children are happy, how children they are being educated. This is to be introduced. This human form of life is durlava. Very rare to achieve. It is not so easily obtained. We have to pass through evolutionary process. 8,400,000 species of life, aquatics, Jaladalavalakkhani, Thavralakkhavimshati. We have to pass through aquatics, animals in the water, then trees, plants, then insects, birds, beasts. After all, we get this human form of life, especially civilized form of life, with some idea of religion. If you do not utilize it, religion means to understand God. That is religion. In religion, a godless religion, where there is no conception of God, that is not religion. That is called cheating religion, in the name of religion, but there is no conception of God. That is not religion. Well, here it is said that Srila Bhagavan. If you do not know who is Bhagavan, if you do not know who is Hari, if you do not know who is Ishvara, then what will you hear about? That is the problem. Those who are after God, they make God Niratha. There is no Atha. There is no form. God is the origin of all forms, but the poor God has no form. This is the conclusion. He is the origin of all forms. Yatuvahimani bhutani jayanti. From whom everything is coming out. Janma adhyasya jata. Everything is. We are also come from God. We are also claimed as sons of God. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvajonishu kaunteya sammananti murtya. There are 8,400,000 species of life, and they are not forms. They are sons of God. So, what is our experience? That a son who has got a form, his father is impersonal, no form. Where is that experience? If the son has got form, and the father is formless, how it can be? What is the reason? What is the argument? But they are confusing like that. I am the son of my father, so my father has got a form, I have got a form. His father has got form, his father has got form. Even if we do not see the 10th generation up to, whether it was form or formless, but it is supposed that he must have a form. So similarly, if we ultimately go to the Supreme Father, then how it is formless? No. Formless is not the actual realization of God. That is the beginning. That may be beginning. To realize the energy of God, that is formless. Just like the sunshine is formless, but the sun glow is not formless. Or the person, the predominating deity within the sun glow, he is not formless. The sunshine is formless. So this formless realization, that just like the sun is also light, sun is also heat, the sunshine is also light, sunshine is also heat, but this heat and light, energy of the sun, they are not actually the sun. It is only the energy. This is described in the Vishnu Puran that एकदेश स्थित शाखने ज्योत्ना विस्तारिण जथा परस ब्रह्मण शक्ति सर्वेदम अखिलम जगत. Just like a fire is there in one place, in a particular localized place, but it expands with heat and light. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is there. His person, that is described in the Brahma Samhita. Golokayana Vikasati Okilatma Bhuta, that is God. Although he is everywhere present by his energy, it does not mean that he is lost. He has lost his personality. No. Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnameva Vasishyate. He is so perfect and complete. Just like he takes the example of the sun. For millions and millions of years, unlimited temperature, light and heat is coming out. But still it is the same. Purnasya Purnamādāya Purnameva Vasishyate. Similarly, God is so perfect, so complete, that unlimited number of suns and energies, we are also energy. We sons of God, we are also energy. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Aparayam itasti vidhini prakritim para jiva bhuta mahabahu jaidam bhagate jagat. Prakritim para. This material world is apara prakriti. And a prakriti, nature or energy, this is inferior energy, the matter, dull matter. But aparaya, bhumirapanavadal, earth, water, air, fire, they are inferior energy of the Lord. But there is another superior nature, that is its type. Aparaya, these energies, bhumirapanavadal, earth, water, air, they are inferior. There is another superior. What is that? Jiva bhuta, these living entities. Mahabhav. Jaidam bhagate jagat, who are controlling. Now, this Delhi city is important. Why important? Because the Jiva bhuta, the living entities, they are handling this material, cement and stone and wood and so many other material things. They are constructing buildings. And therefore, the importance of this Delhi city is there. If all the people, all the living entities leave this Delhi city, it is not even one thousand worth. Jiva bhuta mahabhava jaidam bhagati jagat. In Calcutta, in 1942, when there is bombing, and all Calcutta was vacated, a house at that time, which was rented at 200 rupees, they are asking, give me 25 rupees. Because the living entity is vacated. Similarly, the importance of this material world is there because we living entities are. And we have come here. Krishna Bhulyaji Bhagavan said, all the living entities, they have come into this material world to enjoy material enjoy. Therefore, this material world has value. Otherwise, if all the living entities go back again, back to home, back to Godhead, this matter has no value. So we are also Prakriti, we are also energy of God. And because we are trying to utilize the resources of matter, there's no material things have got value. Otherwise, there's no value. But our business is, that is stated here, that because we are now entangled to this matter, the matter is not our business. Our only business is how to get out of the matter. That is our real business. If you want that business, then the prescription is here. What is that? Srotabha kirtitabhasya. And they say here, how you can understand your position. When you understand God, Krishna, and you understand that you are part and parcel of God or Krishna, then you can understand your position. So, we are part and parcel of God. Krishna is the supreme person. Sarvasajya Purna, full of all opulences. Just like a mad son loitering in the street. When we understand with big brain that my father is so rich, so powerful, and why I am loitering in the street like a madman, and I have no food, no shelter, I am going from this door to door and begging. Then he comes to his consciousness. That is called Brahma Buddhist. Oh. I'm not this matter. I am spirit soul, part and parcel of God. Oh, that is consciousness. This consciousness we are trying to allow. This is the best welfare service to the people. To act in his lost consciousness, he is foolishly thinking the sense of the material product. And I have to adjust my things in this material world. This is the foolishness. Actual intelligence is that's Brahma Gupta, Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi, I am part and parcel of God. God is Supreme Brahma. And being part and parcel, it's like part and parcel of the gold mine. It may be small earning. It is also gold. Similarly, the small particle of seawater is also the same quality, salt. Similarly, we being part and parcel of God, we have got the same qualities. Qualitatively, we are one. Why we are hankering after loving? Because there is love in Krishna. We are worshipping here Radha Krishna. Originally, there is love. Therefore, we being part and parcel of God, we are also trying to love. A man is trying to love another woman is trying to love another woman. This is natural, this is not artificial, but it is perverted in the material form. That is the defect. When we are free from this material power, then we are qualitatively Anandamaya Vyasa, as jolly as Krishna is dancing, all of Krishna is never fine. You have seen the picture of Krishna. He is fighting with the Kaliya serpent. He is dancing. He is not afraid of the serpent. He is dancing. As he is dancing with the gopis in Srila, Srila is dancing with his neck. Because he is Anandamaya Vyasa, he is Anandamaya. All is joy. You will see Krishna just like in Kurukshetra, fighting is going on. Krishna is joy. Arjuna is moral, because he is living entity. But he is not moral. He is joy. That is the nature of God. Anandamaya Vyasa. This is the Sutra of the Brahma Sutra. Where God is Anandamaya. All is jolly. All is cheerful. So you can become also cheerful. When you go back to home, back to God. That is our thought. Therefore, how you can go there? The first thing is we must hear Srila. Just try to hear what is God, what is His kingdom, how He acts, how He is cheerful. These things have to be heard. Then as soon as we are convinced, God is so nice, then we will be eager to demonstrate, to broadcast this news to the whole world. This is Kirtan. This is Kirtan. Saranam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Tadasevanam Archanam Mandanam Dasam Satthamapunihitanam. This is life. This is life. Otherwise, they're talking nonsense, taking a newspaper in the morning, and this party has done like this man has declared war, that man has defeated this. These are simply waste of time. Simply waste of time. If we waste our time, then we are not preparing for the next life. The actually human form of life is meant for preparing for the next life. Savatadaha bhavita. Jam janadapi smaran bhavam prajattanti palarbalam. If we actually serious about our life, to get free from all the problems of life, then this is the only medicine. What is that? Tasmad bharata sarvatma bhagavan ishvaro hari srotavya. One has to hear. It is not very difficult. But people have become so rascal, so foolish. They are not here. They are not here. We are requesting. We have not manufactured anything. It is all authorized. Authorized books, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavad, Vedic literature. We are simply inviting them. Now, what is there? I mean to say, sectarians. If we say to you, either you are Hindu or Muslim or Christian, if we say that please hear about God, where is sectarians? Where is sectarians? Your life is meant for, if you preach that your life is meant for hearing. Now we are presenting Krishna as the Supreme Personality of God. If you don't accept Supreme Personality of Krishna, then what is your Supreme Personality of God? You present. Then you compare who is actually Supreme Personality of God. What is the meaning of Supreme Personality of God? Why are you taking, when you are taking sectarian, Krishna claims, Sarvabhyoni Shukamka, all forms of life, not only human forms of life, even animal forms of life, vegetable forms of life, aquatic, they are all. Actually, that is the form. We are not this form and we are not this body, but according to our mentality, by nature's law, we are getting a particular type of body. Actually, I am spirit soul. Dehinasmin yatha dehi kaumara jugunanjara. This is I am developing my ideas, useful ideas, I am getting useful body. I am developing childish ideas, I am getting childhood body. As you develop, Krishna or God has given you full freedom. You have come to this material world to enjoy. Now, you make your plan according of your enjoyment. God will give you a particular type of body and you enjoy. Just like the hog, he's enjoying. He's enjoying. What is enjoying? Yes, he's enjoying stew. It is very good for him enjoying, but it is not for enjoyment for you. We like, what a nasty animal it is eating stew. But he is enjoying. So this is the business of God, countless tasks. Everyone wants to enjoy life in a different way, and he has to find out a particular type of body. In the human form of body, you cannot eat stew. Your mouth, your hands, your legs are differently made. The for eating stew, you must have a particular type of body, mouth, taste, tongue, everything different. Then you will enjoy stew. A tiger, his body is different because he wants to enjoy fresh blood from another animal. So he has got a different type of body. Therefore, Markandas Thakur says, Nana jani bhavan kare kodabja bhokhan. Kodabja bhokhan. We give different types of body and we give different types of all nasty things. Nasty things. Because we have got a particular type of body. But actual human body is there, Krishna conscious body. This Krishna says, Patram puspam phalam toyam yomi bhakta prajachati taya bhaktya vritam asnami. Now Krishna says, give me patram puspam, vegetable, flowers, grains, meal. So you can prepare hundreds and thousands of preparation from this article, and you take the remnants of Pusta Krishna. That is human life. Not to eat cobbles or other nasty things. That is not human life. So if you continue to eat all the cobbles, then you get ultimately the body of a hog. No discrimination even for stew. That is the laws of nature. प्रकृतिप्यमानानि गुणैकर्माणि सर्वस्य अहंकार विज्ञाना तत्काहानिति मन्यते. Prakriti, nature is nature, it's all right. You want this mind, you are creating, mind is the creating force. So if you create a certain type of body, next life you get. जन जन बापी स्मरण भावम कजत पंथे कले सदा पद भाव भाव. So similarly, if you are going to create another body by thinking and feeling and living in this life, why not get a body like Krishna? That is Krishna consciousness. Think of Krishna. Think of Krishna. That is Krishna's advice. Manmana bhagavat bhakta madhya jiva namaste. Krishna wants that you come back home. But you have to get the body. How you can get the body? Manmana bhagavat bhakta. Simply think of Krishna. Don't think of the hog or hog-like animals. You think of, you have to think something. Why not you see Krishna? So nice figure. No, so attractive figure. So Shrutavya and thinking. Sadapad bhava bhavita. Krishna says, Manmana bhava bhakta madhyajima. Here also. Unless you hear about Krishna, how you can become? How your mind can be absorbed? If you do not know what is Krishna. So Krishna is described himself. Krishna Katha. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission is that of Krishna Katha. Jare Dakho Tare Kaho Krishna Katha. Krishna Upadesh. Krishna Upadesh. This is the mission. What Krishna says, you just preach. Everybody, spiritual master. That is not very difficult. Everyone can become spiritual master. Krishna's speaking is there in the Bhagavad Gita. You simply repeat what Krishna says. You become spiritual master. It is not very difficult. Krishna says, Manmana bhava bhakta madhyajima. You simply say that you become devotee. That is difficult. Not difficult. Krishna says, Manmana bhakta. He says, you become Krishna's bhakta. Actually, we are doing that. We are not doing any miraculous thing. People say that, Swami, we have done miraculous. And one miracle happened. I am simply repeating Krishna's word. That's all. So everyone can do that. Everyone can take this matter very seriously. His life will be successful. He will make others successful. It is so nice thing. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami said, Tasmad Sarvatma Bhagavan. You must speak about Bhagavan. You must know what is Bhagavan. That Bhagavan is Krishna. Krishna is still Bhagavan's son. There are many Bhagavan, that's all. Or incarnation of Bhagavan. But Bhagavad says, Eke Cham Sakala Pumsa, Krishna is still Bhagavan's son. Particularly says, all the incarnations are described. But at the end, the Bhagavad points out that there are so many Bhagavans. That's all right. Not so many. I mean, not everyone. Not pantheism. Not like that. Bhagavan has got innumerable incarnations. They have been described. But particularly pointing out that Bhagavan is Krishna. Krishna's full form, Bhagavan's son. And Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhakta Parataram Nanya Kinchidasti Dhamma. My dear Dhananjaya. And there is nobody superior than Aham Adi Deva. I am the origin of all the Devas. Devas means principal Devas, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. But Krishna is the origin of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And what to speak about it? Aham Adi Deva. In so many things, अहम सर्वस्य प्रभव मत्त सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्या भजन्ते माम बुधा भाव. One who understands that here is Supreme Personality of God. He is Buddha. He is in knowledge. Buddha bhava samandita. So that bhava, unless he understands what is God, what is his nature, how he acts, what is our duty, what is our relationship, then we are nothing better than cats and dogs. Simply, Sotabhadini, Rajendra, Ninamashanti, talking and reading, but no understanding of God. This is useless life, cats and dogs life. So this Krishna consciousness movement is saving people from becoming cats and dogs, just to make the improvement. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna. Krishna said, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Braja. But people did not take it very seriously. Therefore Krishna came as a devotee in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach people how to surrender to Krishna. This is it. Krishna, Lord Chaitanya is also Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Person. He demanded, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Braja. But people did not take it very seriously. Therefore he again came. How to surrender to Krishna. Just like some servant is massaging your leg, but you do not like it, you sometimes take his leg, do like this, do like this, do like this. So that master has not become servant, but he is teaching how to massage. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he is teaching rascals like us how to surrender to Krishna. This is the
No, what I think is the Vedic scriptures were written about 500 years ago.
yeah.
And how is it just only 500 years ago in 5,000 years?
Yes. Jada jada dharmasya glani bhavati. As soon as it becomes too much deteriorated, then Krishna comes himself or sends his representative to revive Krishna consciousness. It may be 5,000 years or 5 lakhs of years or 5 days, that doesn't matter. Jada jada he dharma. Whenever there is discrepancy, it doesn't matter. It does not depend on the historical dates. When there is necessity. When there is necessity. Jada jada hi dharma sadgani bhavati bhava. At that time. So, although Krishna consciousness was introduced 5,000 years ago by Krishna himself, but it deteriorated so much. Give up your material activities and engage yourself in spiritual activities. That is mukti. Just like a man in disease condition, he is acting. He is also acting. He is also passing stool, passing urine, eating something, lying down, talking. He has got activities. But that activity, and when he is free from the disease, that activity is different. Similarly, if you change your activity, you can become mukta, even in this life. That is mukti, real mukti. Mukti hitya annatharupam sarupena avasthit. If you give up your disease conditional activities, just like these boys who are in Krishna, they are muktas, because they are not interested with any material activities. They are not interested to read in the morning any newspaper. No, they cannot waste their time that way, or take part in politics. No. They are simply interested in chanting Hare Krishna mantra and reading these books. Therefore they are muktas. They are all liberated. Because other people are reading newspaper, doing all nonsense. But they are not interested. They are annatharupam. That is material business. Sarupena Sarup means Jive Sarupa Nitya Krishna Das. Every living entity is eternally Krishna Das. So if you give up these material activities and engage yourself in Krishna's service, you are mukta. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. मां प्रज्ञा विचारणी भक्ति योगी न जा होती सगुणान समति ब्रह्म भूया. So Anyone who is engaged in Krishna consciousness is mukta. For them there is no demand for mukti. Mukti mukulitangani sevate asma. Villamangal Thakur, mukti is standing before me with folded hands. What can I do for you? Because he is bhakta. So for a bhakta, there is no such demand, mukti. No one mukta, only. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mama janmani janmani share bhakta bhakti rahitu. Because mukta. They marry even birth, but a devotee takes birth for spreading Krishna consciousness, not for any other business. Therefore he is mukta. Jivan mukta sauchyat. Ihadasya Hare Das. So mukti is not very difficult thing. If you 10% engage in Krishna consciousness business, you are mukta. That is mukti. That is the verdict of the Shastra. Mukti does not mean that I have got one head, I will get 4 heads. No. This one head is sufficient. But it must be engaged for Krishna. That is
100%.
100%. Yes. Yes. Kirtaniya sadahari. This is mukti. Any other question?
Yes. I can very good questions to ask because
Yeah, that's nice. But you cannot assimilate all the answers in one day. That is not possible. You see? You have many questions, but asked in many days, not in one day. Otherwise, he will get indigestion. He will not be able to. Simply go on questioning, and don't take anything. That is no use. Make one question, try to understand, adopt it in life, then make another question. Don't take all the answers at a time and become suffering in dysentery. No. Don't do that. That's all. You cannot take 1 month's food in 1 hour. Can you take? That's all right. Graduate. Your questions are nice, but don't take the answers all in a day. No, that will be not good. If you understand very easily, then you forget very easily.
it is natural.
Natural. If you understand little with difficulty, then you forget also with difficulty. This is the way. So, any other question? आपका किसी क्वेश्चन है?